Oh!
Oh.
Yeesh. Oh!
Team 1.
Come plant.
Zeus has been planted.
Swarm going up. Twin mending.
Zeus carrier is down.
Hey guys, so in today's video I'm actually extremely excited to be bringing you a new game called Spectre Divide. This game has been worked on by SHROUD and a team of incredible developers who work for a variety of different FPS games, from Battlefield to Rainbow Six Siege to Counter-Strike. And so this game is, I played it for like 5 hours today. I just got access to it and it's really fun, I'm not gonna lie. I've never felt like a game like this since Valorant's beta release. So guys, I'm gonna actually be taking us through the tutorial and teaching you a few things about this game as I still kind of learn myself. I am by no means a master, I only know the very basics. So we're gonna be doing the tutorial, guys, and let me know how you guys are feeling about Spectre Divide. Are you guys excited?
Welcome to Santai. Let's start with basic movement. Move towards the highlighted waypoint. Let's cover the basics of duality. Every player will control a second body called a Spectre that you can freely swap between at any moment. We say, one mind, two bodies. You can use duality as a second life, to cover multiple bomb sites across the map, or even to play two angles in the same area. Now, swap to your Spectre and move to the marked location.
So guys, this is what makes Spectre Divide so incredibly unique. There's only 3 people, it's 3 versus 3, but there's 2 lives for each person. So this is both me, the person I'm playing right now and this person over here, they're both me. So I can hit X and I TP from my first person to my second person. And like he said, you can cover 2 bomb sites. At the start of the round, you can actually choose where you want both your people to be by opening a minimap and just clicking. And this opens incredible opportunities like we've never imagined before in an FPS game.
You're a natural. When you throw the puck, it'll move your Spectre to that location. The puck throw will let you deploy your Spectre to some places you might not normally be able to reach. Use puck throw and swap to continue to the waypoint.
Right, so you can throw your puck through, which is basically, this is what moves your other person when they're still alive. So you can throw this through, for example, bars or over things like this. And once you throw that, you can actually...
Great.
It takes a little second depending on how far it is.
Move towards the highlighted waypoint.
Then you can hit X, and then you go right through the wall, which is just sick, isn't it?
Great. Keep going. Jump to clear that obstacle.
Okay, jumping.
Crouch to get under that obstacle.
Pretty basic
Remember,
stuff.
keeping your Spectre alive is key to getting to hard-to-reach places.
So
throw your puck up onto that ledge.
So you can mantle up on top of things, but you cannot mantle up on top of this. This is too high. So this is something, it's usually made pretty obvious, something that you're going to want to throw your puck on. And this is pretty intuitive after just a very short amount of time. See, it takes a second. Depending on how far it is, it takes a little bit longer. The enemies
You're
can't
getting
see
it.
that.
Swap to your Spectre. Once you're comfortable with puck throws and swaps, feel free to move to the next area. Now, swap to your Spectre to keep going. Swap bodies to start the weapon training.
You can imagine holding 2 angles, right? And like this just kind of demonstrates here 2 different angles how you can hold down at a bomb site and from 2 completely different positions, and it can just be sick.
Before each round of combat, you have a limited time to buy weapons and equipment. Try that now.
So one of my favorite weapons right now is called the Blackout. I think
weapons are always bought in mixed pairs with a different weapon on each body.
I like the Crusader.
You can try as many as you like right now, but remember, in combat, you'll have limited money and time to choose.
So actually
while waiting,
5
your
tiers?
Spectre body is able to detect enemy footsteps it hears. You'll receive an alert from your Spectre when an enemy is running nearby. Shoot the enemies as they appear. You always have better accuracy while aiming down sights, even while moving.
Yeah, so in this game, you don't actually want to be firing like you do in Valorant. And in Valorant, you can only aim down sights with certain weapons. But when you aim down sights in this game, you pretty much always want to be doing that. Except for close ranges, it says.
You're getting an alert because your Spectre hears something. Swap bodies to check on that threat. Swap bodies to check on that threat.
Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? You see it says Spectre warning, so that tells you that my other guy is gonna have someone around it. This is kind of like wall hacks to some extent, right? Like you know that there's gonna be someone near you, and whenever an enemy gets really close, this actually turns red and it says like danger or something.
You're doing great.
Exit the room, okay. Actually, guys, yeah, so there are... Oh, I can't buy anymore. There are 5 tiers of
Equipment
weapons.
use is key to success in Sentai combat. At the beginning of every match, you'll select from a list of sponsors which will determine your 3 pieces of equipment.
Splinter!
Equipment sets are different for each sponsor. You'll want to learn them all. There are 2 ways to throw a grenade. Use an overhand throw for longest range, an underhand throw for nearby targets. You might need to bounce your grenades to hit enemies behind cover.
So this is one of the sponsors. I don't remember their name, but
Throwing Splinter!
they have a splinter grenade.
Splinter grenade out!
And
You're getting an alert because your Spectre hears something. Swap
So-
bodies to check on that threat.
in this game, instead of agents, it's called sponsors, and basically there's 3 abilities you have, and they're pretty straightforward. It's nothing super crazy from what I've experienced. There is some overlap in terms of like abilities. There's multiple like Viper orbs that I've noticed, and so there's different roles for the sponsors, and there's roles that you're going to want to play aggressive with, there's roles you want to smoke with, there's roles that can heal, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the nades so far, but I really haven't died to them yet, honestly.
Splinter! Throwing Splinter.
You're doing great.
Cool, man.
In a match, the attacker's goal is to eliminate all enemies or successfully plant and detonate the Zeus. Let's start by picking up the Zeus.
So the Zeus is the spike.
You have the Zeus. Let's try planting the
Zeus
Zeus
going
in the
down.
designated zone on Site A. Zeus has been planted. The Zeus will take a while before it detonates, and enemies will try to defuse it before it goes off. Great. Let's move to the next section.
Okay.
Now let's see what it looks like as a defender. You must defuse the Zeus before it goes off.
Okay, pretty straightforward. It seems familiar, doesn't it, guys? So I was actually surprised by how many of the controls
Got it.
are so similar to
To win
Valorant.
as a defender, you need to eliminate all attackers before they plant the Zeus. If they do plant the Zeus, you must defuse it before it detonates.
It really does feel like you're playing Valorant with...
Use your knife to
twist.
take out the enemy through the door ahead. You move faster when holding your knife, so switch to it when you're in a hurry. That enemy dropped the Zeus.
Yeah. I'll have to ping it.
Great. Now head to the exit. Try walking past this reveal wall.
You're
when you do
revealed.
this, your location is revealed to
You're revealed.
attackers.
So this is a pretty cool feature in my opinion. This is the amount of time that this lasts for. So this doesn't always exist, but when you're defending, they actually discourage you to push up and flank as a defender early in the round. I think it's about 35 seconds or so, so it's like not even half the round, but they don't want you to push up, and if you do push up too far,
You're revealed.
they will reveal your location to the enemy. So it's not until like 30 or 40% into the round that you can actually flank. And I really like that because you have these really vulnerable clones, right? Specters that are going to be vulnerable if someone's flanking, and someone can do that very easily if it weren't for these reveal walls. So I think that's a really great way to kind of counter this fact that you have someone that's just kind of AFK. 3 people that are AFK at the start, right? And that gives you time to kind of make something happen.
You're revealed. You'll stop being revealed to enemies once you exit the reveal area. Now let's see what it looks like as an attacker. Pick up a weapon. Bullets can penetrate some types of cover. I've revealed some vulnerable enemy targets.
Okay.
Shoot them.
So we got the op. I'm going to shoot through the wall here. We have this weapon. This is one of my favorites. Probably one of the strongest weapons. And this one, this is like a kind of like a guardian, actually. So you can shoot
You've
through
been
the walls.
practicing. Total badass. Great job completing your training. Spend some time in the practice range to get familiar with the sponsors, weapons, and your new duality skills. Then, get out there and forge your legacy in Sentai.
Okay. I think it pulls me out here. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about a couple more things, and I'm trying to think of video ideas before this beta ends so I can kind of pump out some videos. Basically here, as you can see, sponsors, there are 4 ones you start with, and there's 4 that you can unlock. I think you can unlock up to 2 right now because it spawns you in the game with this, like 2,000 of these, and each guy is 1,000. So if you want to buy something, just kind of read through the abilities, see what sounds good to you. And so far my favorite is actually Bloom Technologies, because I really like the smoke and the heal. I think it's just most intuitive for me right now. A lot of these abilities are kind of like not hard or confusing, but it's just like a lot whenever you're also learning like new maps, trying to like throw the Spectre and keep up with that. So I think it's kind of simple for me. I also like this. This is like, you have like a neon wall and you have a Yoru clone, so it's really cool actually. Yeah, so, you know, read through these. If you guys want me to make a video on any of these, I can do guides. I probably won't yet, but let me know how you guys are feeling about Spectre Divide down in the comments below. I'm really excited, and I'll see you guys in the next video.